Greetings, my dear Libras. What a time we have been having, right? So, I happen to be a Virgo Libra rising, as I call myself. Virgo. Virgo is sidereally rising in my chart, which is what they say the true astrology, which is the one that I study. But I love Western astrology too. There's just so much stuff out for that. I can't knock Western astrology because it's equally good. In fact, it gives you a lot of gems. It's like a preview. That's how I feel it is. But your full energy, the full-on one, is the sidereal, the Vedic system of astrology. So in my Western chart, I am a Virgo rising. All right. So lots of stuff going on, lots of changes, right? So we're going to do the Angels of Atlantis and the Angel Heart Sigils Oracle by Stuart Pierce for your angel card overview reading. And I put both of those decks of cards together. And we are using the Radiant Rider White Tarot deck by Virginius Poshkis. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading, dear Libra. For the month of September 2015, what is on the table for Libras, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of September 2015. The first card coming up is this one. Excuse that noise. The Strength card. When I see this card, the first thing that comes to mind is someone who's having to tame something. They're having to tame their passions, tame their actions, their energy. And if they're not having to do this for themselves, they're feeling like they're having to do that for other people around them. Perhaps someone may be having to do this in regards to you. This particular month, I feel like, is going to be a very strong time, especially for lovers. And there's going to be a rekindling of love also. If things have been really, the word shitty comes to mind in the past for you, and it's been ongoing, and it's stopped, and it's been good, then it's not, then it's gone back. I'm feeling like that's going to be a thing of the past, especially as this month is here. It's like finally the two of you are seeing that you're not enemies. And you're starting to really get rid of some of that karmic debt, but it's like you've already given each other the test and lessons so strongly already that now the only place that you can really go now is up together, because you've already gone to hell and back. And now it's time to basically swim or sink. So that's what I'm feeling. Some of you are, you're going to feel that there's going to be new love there. It's going to be like new love there with the person that you're with. You're going to see them as a new person. No more of this energy of someone feeling wounded and hurt and feeling like you just have to close yourself off because people have not done right by you. You're also learning to see the errors of your own ways and not feeling like you're the victim and feeling like other people have just come along and taken advantage of you. You're also seeing where you could also do better. I feel like that's a strong energy too. Epiphany's coming up, you know. The other card coming up is the Three of Wands reversed. And that card is having to do also with this. How have you felt like you've had to guard yourself away from others, shield yourself away from others, or others have had to shield themselves away from you because you have been after them in some sort of a, way that could be more balanced. And some of you have just been looking to get away, to move away from it all because this card's reversed. and thinking that by moving away from it, that it would end. By breaking into a new environment, that would stop the cycle of karmic pressure. This month, you'll see that that's not the case. It's just not going to just happen like that. You got to go through it. It's either now or later. Later or now. A lot of you have already gone through it. It hasn't felt good. It's felt like going through quicksand. But now, this energy is beginning to end of wishing that you could go and get out. You know, let's see because this energy is next. The Two of Cups. A new discovery about someone very dear to you, or meeting someone new who you're really considering. Also being able to have that sight that many people that have come into your life are your soulmates. But not everyone is there to stay, and not everyone is there to be in a romantic relationship with you. And when you go and think that they are, then this is what ends up happening. Getting wounded and this and that, but the real you can't be wounded anyway. So they can't wound you anyway, but the outside, you know, the outside seems wounded, the emotions wounded, but the essential you, the soul, all that stuff, that can't be touched anyway, right? So a connection between you and someone else. It could also be connecting with a feeling of passion and emotional joy, and a new fruitfulness that you see because you decided that you're going to look at a situation in a different way completely. Self-love. This could be you looking at your relationships and seeing that the people who have come into your life are mirroring you in some way. The next card coming up for you is this card, Justice. As a result, this particular month, you're going to see that all that you may have thought was one way is in fact another way. And it's going to calm down so very easily, and it's going to really hit you. Some of you will cry. Some of you will be very serious through it. Some of you have already cried about it. But you have free will. Choices are there. Expansion is happening. And it's all good. Life has to balance itself. The next card coming up is Death. And that means, when I see this card, something is falling away through the effect, through the natural occurrence of change in the world. And you will see that in your life in some way. Some of you will see it happening in some way for you. And it has to do with these eclipses, probably. It has to do with Venus being retrograde, and it has to do with Mercury being retrograde. But you have a choice in how you respond to what takes place. This may not be a literal death, but it will be a change in some way. I feel like it'll be a happy one. A happy one because I felt the happiness feeling before I pulled this card. But it's going to be something that is a change of the way that money is made. Something you've been looking forward to. Not working so hard for money, but working steadily and focused and solid and just staying on it. Not jumping out there and just doing a bunch of stuff, but going out there with a game plan. Working with maturity, with surety, and knowing that everything is going to work out because you've planned for it. Okay? The next card coming up is the Nine of Pentacles. So because you've gone out there with the plan, things had to change. The old way of doing stuff has to die off for this new thing and this new thing to come up, to emerge. Okay? It does. So many things have to change for something new to come up. It's a beautiful thing. Embrace that. So someone working steadily, getting steady returns, gains, fruitfulness, and being happy, fulfilled, feeling like you have that support that you need, that you're able to go out on your own if you want to. Some of your children are going to be so happy that they'll be able to get more from you than they have been, because you're able to be a little bit freer this month, money-wise. And I can feel that joy in you. I feel it from all the way over here. Do tell me how that goes. Last card is this one. Leaving the old way of doing things. Emotional fulfillment by moving ahead. By moving ahead. Tired of that old stuff, all that emotional stuff that just has not been working in the past, leaving some old relationships that just aren't working out. The job is done, the lesson is learned, the lesson's assimilated. Now it's time to go forth, right? To get the good stuff. To get the good stuff. And because you get this is going to enable some of you to do this. But you couldn't do this by yourself without getting that money together. You know, male or woman or man. The angels that we are getting as the guidance for this month, this card's coming up. Insight, Archangel Gabriel. And fitting for Libra, moon, sun, and rising signs, there's a certain type of, looks like some sort of a wand or a compass. I see a compass. And it's like there's divine insight coming through to trust it and to go into the direction that you sense you should go in. Your intuition is on point. Listen to it. The universe is giving you messages. Trust it. Call on Archangel Gabriel if you need some more clarity this month. They're also saying to not be afraid of the changes. It's necessary for you to get the new things that are necessary to come through in your life that you deserve. Thank you so much for listening and subscribing, liking, and being there. And thank you for subscribing on my website at naturallyhighlife.com. I'm Sarita, and I look forward to speaking with you in the weekly reading that's coming up, all Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you.